The Budigeres moved home in April last year from a 140-year-old traditional Kannadiga structure where they have been living for a long time. The Budigeres, Surendra, Gayatri, daughter Hiteshi and son Akshay, plus Rambo, their pet Great Dane, have adapted well to their new minimalist black and white home. I use the words black and white since the architectural elements of the house are mainly in these two hues.
What all we wanted, he did it. Yeah, and I wanted a huge kitchen and the puja room to be there. Yeah, that.
No, whatever his ideas were, no, we liked it. So we executed it, that's all.
I think it was basically a very drastic shift because the house we stayed it was in a very busy locale, and then it was like forever there was a lot of traffic, and the house was compared the house right now we're staying is completely filled with light, and the house we stayed was pretty dark and dingy. So you can just see the contrast of the house, it's a whole different place, and it's like wonderful to stay here because it's so peaceful as because the area is very nice and things like that. That's my opinion. So.
And also we were growing up, and so we needed that kind of a change because we have been living in the house which is 120 years old. So we needed something which is more modern and more something which is friendly, where you can call as many people you want.
Yeah, that's one.
The house covers a prominently defined built-up area of 7,000 square feet. A vast living room forms the lower level of the house. The mid-level includes a dining space, kitchen, master bedroom and guest room. A family room and the children's bedrooms are on the upper level of the house. The divisions are simple enough, but how did the space get so interesting?
But one thing which is kind of common in all our houses is the openness. Literally removing of the walls and playing with the levels and of course the light and all. So the openness is something which is very fundamental to this, and this family being so close to each other, we wanted to have that closeness, irrespective of whichever level you stay.
Entering the Budigere residence gives me a sense of deja vu. It is a lot like stepping into a theatrical arena or a setting that could host a mehfil. Musical instruments displayed within a squarish music space near a water body in the living area add to the theatrical effect. The calm, blue-tinged water of the pool is hard to miss amidst the Spartan white walls and a bare black floor. Grass islands, skylight-lit courts and glass walkways abound in this fluid but well-outlined setting. Natural light falls through the skylight grills and forms slated patterns on the walls and the floor. The furniture, black and mostly built-in, is kept to a minimum.
We always wanted to have walls as white, that's how it all started. But there was always a lot of debate about what flooring to be used. And right from the beginning when we conceived it, we always wanted to have some kind of a slate kind of a finish with that kind of texture, mainly to give warmth and to scale down the spaces. But in between there were a lot of options which were considered. But finally all of us, including all family members, they all liked this leatherite finish. And then we sort of decided to stick to black and white. So everything, the whole furniture, most of the whatever the built-in furniture, whatever came in, it has that dark brown or blackish kind of a tinge. And because the light being so important in this house, the way the shadows are cast on the wall, that's why again that having those white wall makes a lot of sense.
I noticed absence of ceiling fans in the house. Wall mounts and pedestal fans are used instead, resulting in a clean ceiling. Effective cross ventilation helps the house keep cool even on hot summer days. Natural light floods the home completely. For the Budigeres, it has been a quick, radical change from living in an old home to a modern one, from confined rooms to spacious spaces, from a house that saw 4 generations of the Budigeres to their own nuclear home, molded from black. With camera person Arun, Dev Parnacharya reporting for Realty Check.